Hey, welcome into the Sunday Soother. So this is a little energetic collective check-in. How are you? How is everybody? What's going on? And what might you need? What might you be experiencing? Because just in the nature of my work and in the kind of way that I tend to live, I just pick up on, there's these little themes going on and other people seem to be feeling that too. And this is going on and this is what might be helpful. So we'll have a quick check in and a chat, and then we'll go into some self-care and meditation. I'm Lucy, and I run this tiny little channel with Rachel. If you appreciate what we're doing, if you'd like to support us, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, which is completely free. This is an endeavour that Rachel and I have decided to commit to, because it would be really nice to share a little bit more and create that connected space. We run workshops together and we also run our own separate businesses. So that's what Soul Compass is all about. And we're just going to see where it goes, see where it grows. But for today, what I'm picking up on at the moment is a lot of this extended duality. It feels like there are two separate but very connected aspects going on that are developing and emerging in their own way, at their own rate. And I feel like they are very much the physical, so the body, and how we're feeling in ourselves, in our emotions, how we're reacting, how we're responding, but also really in how we're working with ourselves in terms of what are we eating, what are we drinking. And I'm really noticing that the sensory system is much more heightened at the moment. So picking up on things that might feel more difficult or more tricky, and those being somehow the volume turned up, or even that it's turned up to a point that you've actually had to work out a way to deal with it, and now you're in new territory with it. That's something that I've been seeing as well. And on the other side of it, just remembering how the sensory system can access these instant soothers for us. This happened to me when I ordered something in the post, and it was one of those lovely little Etsy packages where they always put a little extra something in there, a little surprise, a little note. And they had given me a tiny bottle of this essential oil that was Palo Santo's essential oil, which I've never had it in an oil before. And it has completely changed the last few days for me, because I keep getting these wafts of it because I put a little bit on my wrists, and how much pleasure and how much ease and how much calm and how much expansion seems to happen just because one of your senses is triggered in a really beautiful way. And I always forget how much my sense of smell is something that can either tip me over the edge, or it can really bring me deeper into myself, more into my calm, feeling like I'm growing into myself more. And that might sound really dramatic, but I just, that's the way I roll. So that's definitely something that I forget, is to burn the candles, to put on the incense. And when I do, it really penetrates my mood in the most positive way. So it's the same for, it might be that you've forgotten that there's particular music, particular thing that you like to look at, maybe something out of the window. It's just, it feels like there's a bit of a reminder at the moment from nature, from spirit, from, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget to just tune into your body and your ability to use the sensory system in that way, just to embody your ability to tune into a mood that then lifts everything and opens everything up. And it makes you really present as well. It really clears the mind and clears the head. So there's that whole physical thing going on. And I feel like for lots of people, that also means there's this new momentum and motivation coming in for, I'm really ready to work on that particular thing, to work out more, or to drink more water, or to make an effort to eat differently, whatever it might be. There's just some sense of an offering to the body. So capitalize on that if that's there for you in the tiniest way or the biggest way, and just pace yourself and make sure that you're just setting little little milestones along the way that you can aim for. Not too much pressure, but you know yourself. You know if you need a really big goal or lots of little tiny goals. You know how your mind works, but there's just this sense that people are ready to do more, and the energy and the motivation, the commitment, all of that seems to be there more so than it usually is. So we can all capitalize on that and make the most of it. So if we're working on the body in that way, the other thing that's going on in this duality is the perception of where you are at in the world. It just feels like a big clearing, like you've emerged into this space where suddenly things that didn't seem that possible are starting to feel like they could be possible. Your understanding of how the world should be or could be, the impact that you can make to your own life, to your own experiences, seems to be greater. There's this real feeling of actually I can do things, or I could heal this, or I actually am ready to take that step. So the dialogue that's going on inside, it seems to have leveled up. There's a real upgrade and this feeling of people emerging. And I think the seasons changing is really heightening that. Maybe the series of eclipses that we've had, who knows? You buy into whatever resonates for you, whatever makes sense for you. For me, I always do feel like the elements seem to impact me in some way and that I'm moving with it to some extent. So yeah, just this seed that you've sown a long time ago with this set of intentions of I'd really like to grow into this feeling place. And again, just this feeling of it's an outcome emotional place that brings about a sense of being, a sense of wholeness, a sense of I'm finding different ways to access my peace, different ways to access my calm, different ways to access who I want to be without necessarily having to have crafted the map to get there, or to know exactly the tick boxes along the way, or to know exactly where I'm heading and what it's going to look like. It's like a lot of people have thrown some of that away. It's just gone, this pressure to know what the itinerary is, and more just this sense of just be in it now, let it unfold, see where the surprises are, and just trust that something is unfolding off the back of this work that you've been doing before, or these intentions that you set before. So let it continue to grow, and know that it's not all on your shoulders to make sure that growth is happening, because it's kind of just, it's going to do its thing now anyway, because you fueled it. So yes, I think let's move into a meditation and a process whereby you can really hone in on the duality of being in your body, allowing the experiences that you're opening up into with your body to continue to grow, and your conscious space, your awareness, your attitude, your belief systems. It's as though it's growing and it's blooming and it's shifting, and the two are weaving in together to make this new space, this new upgraded version of you that was there all along. It was just waiting to be unveiled. So yeah, let's just do this together. So we'll close our eyes, and we're going to move into this upper space, because we do a lot of work with the roots and with the pelvis and the sacrum and the sort of grounding process. And it just feels like it's come into its own to be working with the heart, with the throat, with the third eye, with, it doesn't matter if you know the chakra system, if you work with the chakra system. I refer to it because most people understand the sentiment behind it, but make it your own. Do whatever you want to do with this and interpret this however you want to. But we're going to just close our eyes and think about this idea of this new light that's now available, this new awareness, this new expansion that's been coming in on the horizon. Almost we're just peeking up into. Let that sunshine or that sense of energy swirl move down as if it's becoming you. It's not just moving past you. You are part of it. And as you take that breath and you allow that to almost just start to rain down on you like sun rays, the top of your head, it's a blessing, it's a becoming, it's an emergence. As it's coming within you, it's coming from you, you're all part of it, and that's what's so special about it. Allow yourself to bathe in this sense of the light coming through the top of your head all the way down. Let's just sit with it and see what it wants to do. So we're just going to start to move it through the throat area. And if you want to, you can use your hands as well, just to sweep and move instinctively around the area, as if you're just almost pulling back the curtains, opening it up. Or just this feeling of inviting in this really gentle, familiar yet new energy. Because you are becoming, you are emerging, and this area particularly has been growing and evolving and shifting, and again just it's opening up into itself, because this is your translation area, this area of your throat, where if you want to use your hands, do, and if not, just know that I'm moving and working with the energy for you, for us. This is your center of connected communication. This is where we translate unto ourselves. We take in what it is that we're feeling in the body, what we're experiencing in the world, and it all gets tied in with beliefs that we have, things that we've experienced. And then we decide how we're going to express that to ourselves, express that to other people. And it feels like there's so much coming away, so much old, the way that we used to do things, the way that we used to call things or say what they are, or how we would tell ourselves stories about things, or how we would tell ourselves we needed to do things in a particular way. How we would speak to ourselves, how we would connect with ourselves, and the different filters that might be there for us to express all that we are to other people, to the world around us. And imagine for a moment that so much of what no longer serves you or just isn't needed anymore, doesn't make any sense anymore, is just coming away. And there's this beautiful, to me it feels blue and white light pouring through the throat, coming up and out like rays that move all the way out to the edge of as far as you can see, because you're connecting to anything and everything as far as you can think and feel. All the way out to the ocean, to the woods, to the sky, to another person, to another realm. There's just this openness, and it's as though old layers, old obstacles, old things that almost you would move through that in order to translate something to yourself, to tell yourself something in a particular way, has just come away now. And it's just so open, and it's so free, and it's so easy and so gentle. And so when you're taking a breath now, breathe through your mouth so that you can feel the cool air at the back of your throat. As though you're breaking in a new engine, you're upgrading into this software, that you're working in this new particular way. And with going to let that beautiful sense of being free and being also really secure and settled, because it feels as though you're very well rooted, very well anchored into your body, into this collaboration that you're in with the nature and the world around you. And just let those branches come all the way up and into the mind, into the third eye, into the back of the skull, and right to the top of the crown. And again, you can use your hands, you can actually feel and rub the top of your head, the back of your neck, just almost like you're moving and allowing things to move around you and through you and with you. Because this feels like I'm doing this for you, for the collective, for us, for me. And all I really keep hearing is that this is a becoming, this is an emergence, this is really special, because it's a connection that you've never had within yourself before. It's a way of working with your own thought processes, with your heart yearnings, where you're led, where you're intuitively feeling called to go, and you're working from a relationship point with your body that is kinder than it's ever been before. So now we're just taking a breath into the heart space. And again, there's a real sense of expansion, imagining this space in there that is opening up with every breath. And it might be that you can feel or sense the breath work, or the energy itself, or the light, the colour, whatever resonates with you. There's a homecoming, returning to something that's been waiting for you to get there, to discover it, because you're ready now, because you've been doing so much of the work that you're stumbling across treasured gems that are there, that have been hidden away for a long time, and now they're with you. And there's an excitement in the air. There's just this sense of new, brilliant, surprise things, this sense of you're going to be surprised, you're going to be delighted by what's coming in, as you are just so present in the moment and allowing that feeling of the heart to come all the way and radiate through your body. So you're aware of it coming again up into the head, into the throat area. It's just this beautiful currency moving, and it will of course be trickling down, trickling into the roots of the body. Take a moment and breathe and just see where it wants to go. See where you notice the sensation or the concept or the breath. And mine is almost like a shining star, where it's flashing at the center point in the heart. And you can see the shoots going all the way down, out and across and up. And see if, as you breathe in, you just let it go as long as you can, as big as you can, that's comfortable. And when you let go, try to relax down as many muscles as you can internally. So it's not just about the arms and the back, but we're thinking about the muscles that you can feel in your chest and in your belly, even in your shoulder blades. Because because you're moving the fluids in your body, the energy in the body, and trusting that it knows where to go, it knows what it's doing. And I'm just sending some of this through because we're here together doing this. And even though it's across the screen, I just think energy is clever, it knows what to do, it knows where to go. So if you want to receive and you want to open up to this idea, just imagine yourself intending that you can receive this, that this is just a moment of clarity and calm and connection coming right down through the top of your head, and really just giving some extra love into the throat and the heart, because they seem to be where we want them most at the moment, where they long to go and just expand. So I'm sending that all the way across the waves to you. Breathing them in, letting them expand through the chest. And it's as though your heart is taking care of the rest. Your heart takes care of letting it go down into the physical body, letting it come up into the layers of consciousness, into your mind, into your sensory system. So just let the breath do the work, and you are receiving, you are expanding, you are emerging. And I can feel what's being ignited, and it doesn't feel like mine, it feels like it's ours. So let's just ground that in now. I feel like it's going to continue to swirl and do its thing for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, however long you want to sit with that. But let's just squeeze the toes so we remember that we're in these physical bodies. A bit of gratitude for this physical body. It's always doing its best. A nice long slow breaths as you also just squeeze your hands together. So squeezing the toes and squeezing your hands together. And we'll just gently rub palm to palm, gradually bringing yourself back into the moment, feeling aware that you've had that cleanse and that little reset. But yeah, there's magic in the air, there's something going on, there's a real unveiling of this new version of you that you've been working on for a long time has landed, and it's here, and it's beginning to integrate into the way that you look at things, the way that you're experiencing things, your attitude to things, your ideas about things, your ability to do things. You're just going to start to notice that there's stuff that you start doing that you've never done before, or you suddenly find courage you didn't have before, or an idea comes in when you've been trying to work out how to do something for a long time and it just lands. So just open up and enjoy the ride. So I will leave it there, and sending you all so much love, and I hope you have the most beautiful week. And as I say, if you've enjoyed this, if you're liking what we do, please do like and subscribe. That really helps us out. And any comments, we would love to hear from you. And it will be Rachel's turn next Sunday, but I'm sure I will be back here with you again soon. So lots of love.